Hi guys, it is Miss Stansley here with another tutorial. Today's one will be looking at how to use pro markers. Okay, so you're going to need 3 different tones of the same colour. So today I've gone for green just to show you the ease of this. And I'm just demonstrating the 2 different tips that you get with pro marker, which is a chisel tip and a fine point tip. Now I tend to use the chisel tip as I am now to colour in large sections, and the fine point tip for smaller areas and smaller detail. Now start off with your lightest colour and give yourself a base colour first, and then take your darkest green to colour in the top section, your mid green to colour in the middle section, and then your light green for the end sort of bit, which will be your light tone. Now what we're trying to do now is take our light green and sort of colour back over the top of all the tones that you've just created to get a really nice seamless blend. Once you've done that and it's dry, you can actually take your fine liners and start drawing over the top to add in any finer added detail or outlining, which I will use for the face of my characters later on. Okay, so let's put it all into practice. So I've drawn out my picture. I've decided to go for a really weird sort of monster character wacky design, and I'm going to focus on this one little section here just to show you how to put tone into our character. First of all, you want to start off by using your lightest colour to colour in the whole section. You'll notice I'm using the chisel tip for a little bit here, which was a bad idea because you don't get any control or precision with that. So I switched back to the pointed tip in order to sort of get that control again. Now once you've coloured it in, pro markers when they dry, they sort of like don't have any lines within the work. It all blends into a nice seamless blend, which is lovely. You can then go back over with the same colour just around the outside to sort of highlight the shape of like your picture, which is what I've just done. And then I take a darker colour, so a darker blue, just to go at the very outside now, just to highlight that again. Now if you're doing character design, you want your work to look 3D and very pop, so this darker colour gives you that effect. Now once it's all dry, you're going to take a fine liner or a black pen to sort of outline and add in any detail. So you'll notice I'm just drawing in the face, and then I will move on then to actually drawing in the outline. Again, character design is very graphics looking and illustrative, and you want to sort of outline your work to make it sort of stand out. Now once you've done all of that and you're happy with it, I always double check my work to make sure that it's been refined to the best possible standard. So I always go back in and make sure if there's any gaps or if it's bled out of the lines, I colour it back in. And also if I want to add some more toning, I take my lightest colour and maybe add that back in to just sort of make it stand out a bit more. Okay, so this is just the same process again, but just on a different character. It's just really to give you a bit of a tip when it comes to actually colouring in your work. So I always choose either 2 or more colours. Now you could either go for, say if I was doing blue for example, I'd always go for a light blue, a mid blue and a dark blue, or a light blue and a dark blue, just so we can get 2 different tones within our work. We don't want it to look flat. So I would always colour in my character with the base colour first, which would be my lightest blue, which in this case is the light blue. Then I'd take my darkest colour, the dark blue, to colour in anything that's like detail, which is stripes for instance. On this work I would use the darkest one to do that. And then use the dark blue as well, just around the outside, maybe one side of the character, which you'll see later on. I do that on the left hand side now, and just sort of give a bit of a shadow to my work. And then you would then use your fine liner to sort of outline the whole thing. I feel like this makes your work sort of stand out more than just having one base colour. Okay, so once you finish colouring or your picture in, you start to notice there's some white gaps within your work. I then decide that I want to have a bit of contrast within it, so the contrast of having colour and black and white. So I take my fine liner now and start adding in patterns to all the sections in between, using the finest fine liner that I have to do that.